everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Irene and I'm back with another crochet tutorial, and today we're crocheting this dress. It can be a top, it can be a dress, it can even be a gown. The pattern is very flexible, so even if you have never crocheted before, you should still be able to follow along. You can find the free written pattern for this top on my blog. You can also find the printable PDF version on my Ko-fi and Ravelry. All the links will be in the description below. If you make one of your own, this top or something else from the channel, I would love to see it. You can tag me on Instagram at @theyarnling, or you can also send it to me in my DMs. I would love to see and share it. So now let's look at the materials and start crocheting. So for this project, I'm using a weight 2 acrylic yarn. This is not all that you would need, of course. This is what I was left with. Okay, this is a really nice pink, dark pink yellow kind of a color. I really liked it and I thought it would be really nice for a dress like this. So I used about 300 grams of this yarn. Along with that, I'm using two different hooks. I'm using a 3.5 millimeter hook for the top part of the dress and a 4.5 millimeter hook for the lower part and the rest of the dress. Along with that, you will also need some scissors, stitch markers, tapestry needle and a measuring tape. This top has two parts. The only measurement that you need initially is the length of what you are going to make on the top. So for me, I want it to be 9 inches. So I have to make the chain considering that. This bottom part is not a concern right now. We will see that afterwards. So as I said, I want that length to be 9 inches. Whatever your length is, you're going to determine that first and then we are going to make the chain. To make the chain, we are going to wrap this yarn around two of our fingers like this, okay, like an X. Then insert the hook through the outer loop and pull the other loop through like this and pull it all the way like that, and then pull the two ends to tighten it. Once you have that, you're gonna hold it between your fingers in a comfortable way, and then we're going to chain. To chain, we will wrap the yarn around the hook like this and pull it through. Wrap the yarn around the hook and pull it through. Wrap the yarn around the hook, pull it through. Alright? Wrap the yarn, pull it through. Wrap the yarn, pull it through. So this is how you make a chain, and we have made a chain of 5 so far. So now you have to make a chain that will be equal to the length that you want for the top part. Okay, so I have to make a chain till I have a length of approximately 9 inches. Okay, so for me that is chain 40. I've made 5 chains, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And once you have the chain, you are going to measure it and see if that is the length that you want. And once you're sure about that, we can now work into it and make the first round. After this, I will chain one extra. So after your foundation chain, we will make one chain which will be the turning chain. So this is the one into which we will not work. Okay, so we're going to skip this, and into the second chain from the hook, we're going to make a half double crochet. Okay, so to make a half double crochet, wrap the yarn around the hook like that, hold it in place, insert the hook into the second chain from the hook. Okay, so skip this one, and into this we'll insert the hook. And you can normally insert the hook here, but I'll be inserting in the back bump here. Okay, so if you just turn the chain, you can find these back bumps. This is where I'm going to work. Alright, it just gives it a neater finish. Fine, so I'll find the back bump of the second chain by turning it and here. Then insert the hook there, yarn over and pull it through. You'll have 3 loops on the hook. Now yarn over and pull it through all the loops at once like that, and that is your first half double crochet. Fine. Now find the next back bump and then make a half double crochet there as well. So wrap the yarn around the hook, find the next back bump, insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all the 3 at once. So you made the second half double crochet. If you want, you can mark the first stitch like this with a stitch marker. This is so that you can find the stitch later on. After this, you're going to make another half double crochet. So yarn over, find the next back bump, insert the hook into that back bump, yarn over, pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all the 3 loops at once. Again, wrap the yarn around the hook, find the next back bump, insert the hook in the back bump, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops at once. So that is your repeat. Yarn over, back bump, yarn over, and make a half double crochet. So this is how it looks so far. You just have to make 1 half double crochet into each of these back bumps till you reach the end of this chain. So here I have made 1 half double crochet into all of these chains. I have one last back bump, so I'll yarn over, insert the hook into that last back bump and make a half double crochet. At the end of this round, you should have one less half double crochet than the starting chain. Once you've made the last half double crochet, you will chain one, so yarn over, pull it through the loop on the hook, and then you will turn the work like this. Then we will make 1 half double crochet on top of the last half double crochet. So yarn over and insert the hook on top of the last half double crochet, which is this one. Okay, so you will see these V's on top, right? These are the places where we are going to work. So yarn over, find the first one. This is the first stitch. Find the top of that, insert the hook there, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops at once, and you have made 1 half double crochet on top of the last stitch. Okay, again yarn over, find the top of the next stitch, insert the hook, wrap the yarn around the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all of these. Again, wrap the yarn around the hook, find the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all of these. Yarn over, find the next stitch, insert the hook. Make sure you're inserting the hook into both the loops. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all of these. So you are going to continue doing that till you reach the stitch marker or the first stitch. Okay, so make 1 half double crochet into all of these stitches. Here I have made the second last half double crochet. I have one last half double crochet to make, so remove the stitch marker and yarn over, insert the hook into that last stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops at once, and like that you have finished making the second row. Now yarn over and pull through to chain 1, then turn the work. And now you are going to do what you did in the second row again. So we will make 1 half double crochet on top of each of these stitches. Okay, so the third row is going to be the repeat of the second row, which is 1 half double crochet into every single stitch, and every row after this is going to be the repeat of the second row. So you're just going to make 1 half double crochet into every stitch till you reach the end, and then chain 1, turn, and again make 1 half double crochet into every stitch. So here I have made my last half double crochet. I will chain 1, turn, and make my next row, which will be the same as the previous row. Okay, so continue doing that till you have your desired size. So you are going to repeat row 2 till you have the desired size for your piece. And how will you know the size? You are going to, once this is big enough, you are going to wrap it around and see if it fits you. I've also considered the fact that it will stretch out a bit. For me, when it's folded, it measures about 13.5 inches. So once you have finalized that, we are now going to join it. So to join, I'm going to use a bigger hook. I was using a 3.5mm hook so far. Now I'm going to switch to a 4.5mm hook. Wherever you have ended, you're going to bring it together with the starting point like this. Insert the hook into the first stitch from the other side. I'm going to insert the hook here into the first stitch, then insert the hook into the first stitch on the other side as well. Alright, then yarn over, pull up a loop and pull it through the loop on the hook and tighten it. Now I'm going to insert the hook into the next stitch here and then onto the next stitch on the other side as well, like this. Yarn over, pull up a loop and pull it through the loop on the hook, like that. Again, find the next stitch, insert the hook there, find the next stitch on the back, yarn over, pull up a loop through both and pull it through the loop on the hook. So we are basically making slip stitches to join the two sides. Okay, so slip stitch and join. You can cut the yarn and then sew it up, but I'm going to use the same yarn to make the lower part of the dress, so I'm not going to fasten off. Make sure you're inserting the hook into the same stitch on both the sides. So continue doing that till you reach the other end and you have joined the whole thing. So here I've finished making the last slip stitch. After this I will chain one, and now we are going to make the lower part of this dress. Okay, so for which we will turn this work so that the other side is facing you. So this side where you joined is going to be the inner side, this is the outer side of the dress. So this is facing out. Now if you take a look at this, you will see these kind of lines here. Okay, so there is this pattern where you'll see lines, then there will be set of 2 rows, then there will be another line, then there will be half double crochet, then a line, like that. Okay, so what we are going to do is that between those 2 lines there should be 8 double crochet. I'll tell you what I mean. So here this is one line and this is another line. Between those 2 lines there are 2 half double crochet rows. I have to somehow make 8 double crochet between those lines, and also I'm continuing to work with this hook, so this will make it a bit more puffier. You can switch back to the smaller hook, but I'm going to use the bigger hook. So I have chained one. Now I'm going to yarn over and into this space, so I'll find some space here before the next line. Okay, so find some space here, insert the hook there, yarn over, pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So you have made a double crochet. Okay, I'll make another double crochet, yarn over, insert the hook into the same stitch where you worked, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So it will be better if I make 2 more double crochet into the same space. So yarn over, insert the hook into the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then here are 2 spaces that I can see into which I can work. So in the next space here I'll work 2 double crochet, and then there is one more space before this line. So into that I've already made 1 2 3 4 5 double crochet. I'll make 3 into this. So in that way I have made 8 double crochet between those 2 lines. After this we will yarn over. We have the next set of lines. Here again we'll find spaces wherever we can work into, and we'll make 8 double crochet. So I've made 1 here, I'll make the second one here, 2 here, I'll make 3, 1 2 3, so 5, and then here I'll make 3, 7, 8. So in that way I have made 8 double crochet between those two lines. Alright, next we have these two lines. Again we'll make 8 double crochet somehow here into these half double crochet. So 2 here, 3 here, and then 3 here. Okay, so now you can see that there is this kind of a ruffle forming because of that. So we have stuffed in as many double crochet as we can, and it gives that ruffle finish to it. So continue doing that, continue making 8 double crochet between those lines till you reach here again. So here I am done crocheting 8 double crochet between those lines. Alright, now I have one last double crochet to make, which I'm making here, and then I'm going to join on top of the first double crochet. So you can find it here. So these are the 2 double crochet that I made, and this is the first one. Alright, so I'll insert the hook on top of that, yarn over, pull through, and pull it through the loop on the hook. So I've joined with a slip stitch. Now after this we are going to work in rounds. Okay, so we are not going to chain one and turn, we are just going to work like this. So we will chain one, and then we will make a double crochet in the same place where we joined. So yarn over, insert the hook where we joined, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So I've made a double crochet in the same stitch where we joined. Now make a double crochet on top of the next double crochet. So after this we have this one, then yarn over, insert the hook into the next stitch and make a double crochet, yarn over, insert the hook into the next one and make a double crochet. So that is the repeat. You are just going to make one double crochet into every single stitch. Make one double crochet, so like that. Okay, you're just going to make one double crochet into all of these stitches. Do that till you reach here. Again, when you reach here, you're going to join, chain one, and repeat this round again, which is making one double crochet into every single double crochet. Continue doing that till you have the length that you want for the lower part of your dress. So you basically just have to repeat this second round as many times as you want. So here I finished making the bottom part. I have repeated this round 16 times. So from here till here I have 16 rounds. This being the first round and this being the 16th round. It measures about 7.5 inches. If you want, you can repeat it as many times as you want. You can make it longer, or you can reduce it and make it shorter. You can wear it on while you are making it so that you can find the right size. So with this we are done with the main portion of the dress. The only thing that will be left will be the off shoulder part here. Now we are going to work on that. So for that I will first fasten off. So I've joined here already with a slip stitch. I will chain one and fasten off. So now we have to make the part that goes here. Okay, so you just need to know how wide you want it to be. I'm still using the 4.5mm hook for this part as well. So to do that I'm going to start with a slip knot. And then I will chain 16. So wrap the yarn around the hook, pull it through, wrap the yarn around the hook, pull it through, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've made 16 chains here. So this is the width I'm going for. I'll reduce this, and this is the width I will have for that off shoulder part. This measures almost 3 inches. So whatever chain you're going for, you just have to add 1. So I had 15 plus 1, 16. Okay. Once you have this, you're going to now make a half double crochet in the second chain from the hook. So this is going to be the same as the top part of the dress. So yarn over and find the back bump, insert the hook there and make a half double crochet. Then yarn over and find the next back bump and make a half double crochet. Again find the next back bump and make a half double crochet. Yarn over, back bump, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all three. Okay, so this is the same as before. You're just going to make one half double crochet into all of these chains. So here I am at the end of this chain. I have 15 half double crochet. So whatever chain you started with, you should have one less half double crochet than that. Then we will chain one and turn the work and make one half double crochet into all of the stitches. So it is basically just the same as the top part of the dress. And once you reach here, you will chain one, turn the work and make one double crochet into all of the stitches again. You just have to make one half double crochet into all of the stitches till this piece is long enough to wrap around you. So here is my finished piece. I have made a total of 104 rows and it measures almost 38 inches. So how do you know the size that you want to go for? So while you are making it, you are just going to wear this after you're done with this part, and then just wrap this over. Make sure that it is over your arms, not under it, because it is going to be off shoulder, right? It should be wrapping around you, and if that fits correct, then that is the size you have to go for. So after you're done, you're going to chain one. I've already made a chain one, and then fasten off with some amount of tail to sew. And then to sew it on, you're going to thread it through a yarn needle, hold the two sides together, and I'm just going to pass the yarn through the two sides like this. This is the last stitch, and once you have done that, you can pull onto this, make it tighter here. So this will be the front, and once it is tight and in place, you can tie it up with the tail that is already here. Now lay the dress down and determine where you want the sleeve to be. This is where we join. I'm going to keep it on the back in the center. If you want, you can count stitches exactly to determine where the center is. So this is the central stitch for me. I have marked it with a stitch marker. That means there are equal number of rows on both the sides of this stitch before the join. Place this on top of the stitch marker, or you can just remove the stitch marker. Pass this needle through and sew it in place. Just make sure that this isn't overlapping too much. It has to be a bit to the center, right? This should not be covering the whole thing. This should be either in the center or towards the bottom. After joining the front, we are now going to fold the whole thing like this. So when you fold it like this with the join here, you will find the other center of it. You're going to mark that and then open it up, and then we will join that with the join of the dress. That means the back of the dress. So we basically joined the front. We now want to join the center at the back with a threaded tapestry needle. Now if we fold it like this, you will find the parts of the strap that overlap each other. Alright, just lay it down nice and flat, and then you are going to sew the two of them together. Okay, so I will sew it along here. You don't have to sew the whole thing. Right, and then just fix the yarn in the back like that, weave in the end, and just we are going to do the same on the front. So we have this yarn left in the front, and I'll pass it through the top like this. Make sure that it's not showing on the front. Mine is pretty concealed. Right, you can work like this. Again, you can see that it's not aligned. This is towards the center of that strip. Again, I'm not going to go till the end. I'm just going to fasten off right here and just hide the tail like that. Now you're going to join the yarn here and do what you did here to join all the way around here as well, and on the front as well. So here I have joined everything on this side as well as on the other side. You're finished making this top with me, and with that you're finished crocheting it. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed crocheting with me. If you liked it, consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel for more such content, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Till then, bye!